Yeah, I just turned the microphone on. I noticed it was blinking. Volume, I think, is working. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Please let me know if you can hear me. I got sound going out, but okay, thank you. This is going to be another short stream. I've got nothing to. Well, I do have things to talk about, but I'm not going to waste your guys' time with it, so I'll just see who all comes in here and see how far. If I can make it till 20 after, I'll be lucky. But anyhow, welcome to Rick's Tech Pub. It is April 1st. Yeah, April 1st? Am I saying that right? Yeah, April 1st, 2 o'clock. And ladies and gentlemen, we have snow in Minnesota. I wish I could take this webcam, that one. Why am I so zoomed in? I'm so close to you guys. I don't like that being so close. I need to, maybe I can fix that. Longitude. No, maybe I can't. I thought I could. I don't like being that zoomed in. I mean, my hand looks huge. Ginormous, and it's not. It's just, I don't know why it's so zoomed in, but maybe I can fix that. So I hope you all have an update for Longitudes. They never do that. It's not an update. I'm going to close that. I'm not going to get involved in that. Longitude doesn't do webcams. Do it now. They don't. Don't know why it's saying there's an update. But I don't know. I'll check into it later. See why it's telling me there's an update. I don't get that. Longitudes, although that's the software for it. Maybe there is. I don't know. I'll have to check it later. Hey, Ghetto. How are you doing today? I bet you there goes my friend Jackie right across the bridge. I saw her white van. I can recognize her van. She just went across the bridge. Oh, I'm doing okay. Had a kind of a busy day. Long day so far. It's been quite the long day for me. But anyhow, back onto what I was going to talk about. Working with the network by not network. I don't know what you call it. With my internet stuff, hooking up the server computer, and then getting all three computers to see each other. That was utter failure. Every single computer I have in here can't see each other, and if they do, I have no access to them. So I can't get the server computer to access this one, even though it can see it. I can see on the network, it says living room computer, bedroom computer, server. The server can't talk to the bedroom can't talk to the living room, and the living room can't talk to the server. So it's all one big circle. They see each other, but they can't communicate, but yet they can see each other. That makes no sense. That's why I was talking to Bob about it earlier, and he asked me, he said, who are you taking your advice from? Who's telling you to do this? Well, nobody is. I just wanted to try to say, okay, you're getting your advice from the internet people. It's like, well, I've got my group I go to at night, but I don't talk to him. It's like, he doesn't know. I don't know. He thinks I should get better advice from someone that's certified or knows what they're talking about, because what I did yesterday, I should have never done. He can fix it. He said he would, but he knows I don't have any money. But it would cost me almost $300. Because it'd be 65 $65 per computer. And then he charges $60 labor on each one of them. So, yeah, that's going to get expensive quick. But I'm the same way when I work out in stores or whatever. And it was weird. Something just cracked. But, yeah, I need to get a hold of somebody. And I'm going to go against what I was told. Because I don't want people coming over here, really. My mom's kind of shut that down as far as me having visitors. Because here in about a month, we got to go down to Minneapolis, and I got to go see the back doctor and see what he wants to do with my back. I'll probably get more injections, but in the meantime, being that that's so close, I mean, only, 2 months away, she don't want me around anybody. And the reason is because she has leukemia, active leukemia. So if I give her COVID, yeah. No, we're not. She said, we're not doing that. You're just going to stay alone for the next 2 months. You ain't going to see any, which is not true because I have my work to do. So I was out this morning, but she doesn't need that. If she doesn't know, it's not going to hurt her. But here in the building, she says, you ain't going to see nobody. You're going to stay alone. I said, okay. But, yeah, I need to find someone to... No, we just ain't getting anybody today here at Ghetto, are we? We just got Tony Wallow and Ghetto. Yeah, I think I might be cutting this short. It's only 7 after. I think I'll go to a quarter after, see if we get anybody else in here. But if not, I'm probably going to just shut it down. It's really, I've only got 2 people here, so... Really don't feel like just talking to 2 people. That's not the point of this. But anyhow, so here's my offer. As I'm looking at the lovely snow falling here in Brainerd, Minnesota. Here's my online offer. I need somebody, and I don't want to bother Doug Best because he publicizes everything, and I want this private, just between me and somebody on the internet to remote into my all 3 computers, and I'll have to set all 3 computers up to do that. I don't know, it couldn't be Doug, but I don't want the whole world knowing about my problems. Yeah, I don't know, I gotta find somebody, because all Bob's gonna do is yell at me, because he said I'm talking to people that are not certified, don't know what they're talking about, and all of a sudden there's people I do know that do know what they're talking about, and so I'll have to get a hold of those people and have them somehow remote into all 3 computers. Because I've messed up somewhere. I took a left and I took a right at Albuquerque, and I should have taken a left because none of these computers are. Bob came and take a look at it really quick. He was just going to do a free inspection of my network, which is usually $150 for him to do that for a 5-minute job. Not 150. It's 80. He would, but he said I'll just come in here and take a quick. He said all 3 computers on this network are so messed up. It would take a genius to fix what I broke. He said, actually, you didn't fix anything. You've just got everything screwed up. And this is why I don't like working on network stuff. And I'll prove it to you guys again. I'll prove it to you guys what I do, why I do it, and for who. But, well, I'll just tell you what I do. Oh, static electricity is high in here today. Every time I touch something like my mic, it crackles. Static electricity is hitting it. Yeah, see, they just did it again. I know you guys can't hear it, but... Hey, Jeff! How are you doing today? Seems to be the theme of the day. I keep asking everybody, how are you doing today? But... I was going to show you guys. I'm a hardware guy. I'd rather work with memory sticks, hard drives, and stuff you stick into a computer. That's what I like doing. All the software's network stuff, I don't like doing it. I like working with hardware. This is the only thing I know how to do, and everything else is. I'll get there if I get there. If I don't, then I call somebody else and they fix it. But most of this stuff I can get through. But if it's not hardware related, I'll just walk over it. So, like I said, I've got this network in my apartment so messed up. Like I said, I took a right at a left at Albuquerque, and I should have taken a right. And that's what Bob said this morning. He's found about 20 problems with this computer here in the living room, the one that I'm doing the stream on. He said that server computer over there has got about 10 problems, and I gotta because he looked at the logs of everything, and he said that computer's got more problems than this one does. But the bedroom computer, he looked at me and said, "What the hell did you do with that?" It's like, I don't know. I just took the advice off the internet, watched YouTube videos, and he said, "Stop doing that." Okay. So I can't have him come over and fix it because he's going to charge me like $300 some. Like I said, $65 to straighten out the bedroom computer. $65 for this. The computers that. Why is that so rattly today? So basically, I'm kind of stuck with nothing because I don't have the $390 some he wants to come in here for a half hour and magically fix everything. And the other thing I want to talk about really quick, and then I think I'm just going to hang it up today because who the hell are you talking about, Ghetto? Bobby Winton, Mr. Lonely? What? Yeah, I'm glad you're here too, Jeff. But anyhow, that's the kind of snafu that I'm kind of in, so. All three computers can see each other, but they can't talk to each other. And every time I try to get into the server computer, it says access denied. The server computer tries to get to the living room computer, access denied. The living room computer tries to get to the bedroom computer, access denied. I can't even get to the 16 terabyte hard drive on the server computer. It's like, it's not there. So I went searching for it on the network. There ain't no such thing. So I don't know what I did, but I need to get it fixed pretty quick because I've got all my videos and movies and everything that I've got on some. Excuse me. I got my stuff on some pretty old hardware. All these computers here are about. Well, this Z390 is about six years old. The B560 Auroras is probably 4 years old. And the server computer is brand new. I just got that up and running yesterday. But yeah, I got to get this network stuff figured out. So if anybody knows anybody that knows how to give me advice or knows how to remote into a computer and try to see where I went wrong, because I can't see it. Bob looked at it. He said, "Rick, I don't know what you did, but he's not going to waste his entire day over it. He had other things to do." I said, "Okay, fine." So I think what I'm probably going to do is just unplug the server computer and I'll get it working somehow, but I got to get access to that 16 terabyte hard drive, and the network is saying it doesn't exist. There is no 16 terabyte hard drive. Yes, there is. Just I pointed to it and it's not there. You can't see it. It just comes up with a circle with a red line through it. And here comes the Santa Fe train. Yeah, I don't know about Doug. Yeah, that is Jackie. That is Jackie. I don't know. I've thought about having Doug look at it, but I don't know. Damn train. But anyhow, that's kind of my story of my problems that I'm having. Other than that, it's been a pretty good day. I mean, I was working on stuff here yesterday, and then I was out this morning from 8 o'clock till about I got home around 12:10. So, but other than that, I know I gotta go over to gotta stop over at Mike's and get some more memory sticks. I need to get some more memory sticks and see what kind of hard drives he has over there. They probably don't work, but being that I'm not going to pay for them because I can't, he's probably going to give me stuff that doesn't work. So, on a snowy afternoon, hope nobody's been getting too many April Fool's jokes. People don't around here, they won't play the April Fool's joke on me because I don't put up with it. You don't play jokes on me. That's just something you don't do. People tried it in the 80s, and I snapped and snarled and pissed and moaned, and people tried it in the 90s, and I really got nasty about it then. If people try it today, I wouldn't I wouldn't advise it. I'm just not a joking kind of a person. I never really have been. I'm more a straight talk business kind of a person. I don't do the joking around kind of thing. I mean, every once in a while I will, but then I kind of get guilty feelings about it, so I just kind of lay off. But why does YouTube keep turning on in this thing? It's the other thing I need to get is a new phone, but that is not gonna happen. The phone screen is all spiderwebbed. It's cracked ever since it flew off my bike last summer. So it needs, but I talked to my dad about it. He said, no, you ain't buying a new phone. You're stuck with what you got for the rest of your life, and if it breaks, then I guess you have no phone. Which is kind of disappointing, so I gotta do what I gotta do to keep this phone working. It's an ugly Motorola phone. I know most people love Motorola phones, but I'm not a big fan of them. This is only I don't know, $89 phone that they charged me $90 for, plus the $90 phone that almost cost me $200. I go explain that one. I got the bill for in the box, and he handed it to me and rang everything up. It was $198. Like, what? This is a $90 phone. Why are you charging me $200 some dollars? Service fees, taxes for the phone, plus you got the screen protector. That's another $100 some dollars. He said, yeah, okay. So I don't know. I've got to do something because this phone isn't going to last much longer. It's starting to have problems. The other day it turned off, and I could not get it to turn back on. So I was forced. I can find it here. Well, I took the back cover off, took the battery out, put it back in, and tried to get it to turn on again. And I don't know. This phone is slowly dying. It's not gonna make it much further, so I've got to do something about it eventually. Yeah, Josh, we know about your phone. I don't know why the hell you went and got an iPhone. It's what I don't understand about people in America, because I do it every day. Every day. I deal with the cheap shit. I don't go and get an iPhone. This is a $98 phone. That's all it is. $98 phone. Works just fine, even though you drop it enough times. You drop it enough times, it'll quit working, like this one has. But I deal with a cheap phone. This phone's lasted me 4 years. Yeah, for 4 years, over 4 years. You're supposed to replace them every 3 years to 4 years, and I haven't done that. People keep yelling at me. They look at my phone and say, "When are you gonna get rid of that old phone?" It's not old. It's 4 years old. That's old. Oh. If the phone life only lasts about 3 years, and then the 4th year you gotta replace it. And that's what I've been telling people around here. Is like, about every 5 years I give them, you really should replace your phone. They don't, these phones are just, they just don't last long. And mine's been here for almost 5 years, but it's broken. It's been broken for a year or so. And then I dropped it last year, which made the problem even worse. I'm surprised this phone even works. I really am surprised it works. Because technically, it shouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. People overpaying for phones. I don't know why they do that. I sure as the hell wouldn't. I know a lot of people that wouldn't overpay on things. They find and look for the cheapest thing out there, which is what I do. I find the cheapest, ugliest, nobody else wants things to purchase. Like this $98 phone, and it works. Even though it's been dropped 2 or 3 times, it still works. How? I don't know. It shouldn't be. This thing should have died 2 years ago. Yeah, that's just me. I just buy cheap shit. I'm not into a person that will go out and buy. Especially nowadays, I've got no income. I mean, I've got income, but it goes into the accounts and it stays there. I got people looking over me, telling me it goes in, that money will never come out. So that's why I can't get this replaced. I'd like to, but my parents said it ain't gonna happen. That phone should last you 20 years. Like, no. My mom is not facing reality. She said these phones should last 15 years. They don't. They last about 3 years, good 3-4 years, and after that, replace it. Because you want to stay updated to the latest phone. And this is, they're on Android 15. This is on Android 8. That's how old this is, Android 8. I don't know. It works, but it's old technology, and really I should replace it. And I'll convince my parents eventually to let me get maybe $200 or $300 and go get another cheap phone. Or they'll have me go to another place and get a $70 phone, something that's smaller, lighter, not as expensive. My mom doesn't like that I paid $96, $97 for phones, so that was too expensive. The phone she has, she paid, I think she said $78. And it's a flip phone. It's a little tiny. It's almost like that. I can't remember the name of phone. Maybe you guys will know the name of the phone, but it was a flip phone and it had real big buttons, so that the blind person. Not to make fun of you, Josh, but that phone was made for you because of your eyesight. That phone you could hold away from you. You could clearly be able to hit the. It was the cricket, but no, not cricket. But that's a phone Josh could use easily. And he could hold it away from him. You know, he doesn't have it up to his face. Those phones are made for people with eyesight problems. You'd be able to hold it away from you and be able to see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. instead of having it so close and still not able to see it. There's phones out there, but they're cheap phones. They're $90 some phones, $80. I don't know. I don't really know why people go for the expensive stuff when the cheap stuff works just the same, if not better. That's just my theories. It's just how I think. Um, I will never, ever, ever, ever in my life, ever pay $100 for a phone. Never. I'll pay $90 some for a phone, and that's it. I won't. I'm cheap. Sorry, guys, but I am. I'm dirt cheap. And if I'm gonna get a phone, it's gonna be a $80, $90 phone, and that'll be it. The service is what I'm getting screwed on. You know, these are what do you call them? The other thing my dad had to talk me into because he doesn't want me on a contract phone. Prepaid, that's what these are. And the prepaid, he got it as cheap as he could and then told me to go to Verizon. And the funny thing about my mom, and then I'll let you guys go after this because it's 26 after. When my mom buys things, when she buys a car, let's say it's like $35,000 or $40,000, she won't buy it until she gets all the extra stuff taken off of it, so the price comes down. She got that, it's, I don't know, 20, 30 some $1,000 car, and she only paid 26,000 for it. 25, I think. She wasn't gonna pay their price, so she had everything. She had them rip everything out of the car. There was an accessory. If I don't need this, get rid of it. I don't need that, get rid of it. I don't need this, get rid. So she knocked off $6,000 off, and they weren't too happy with her. Dealerships don't like doing that, but they do when they meet my mom, because my mom will verbally punch them in the face and say, "You're gonna do what I'm telling you to. Take this off, or you're gonna get sued." That's just how she is. She did that back in high school. When I was in grade school, I heard her saying something. If she doesn't get so many things off her phone bill, all the extra taxes and fees, which are required by law, she was gonna sue that phone company if they didn't take those extra things off her bill. I don't know if that ever got resolved. It was the last time I overheard that conversation, but I don't know why there are people out there like that. You gotta get the cheapest thing. If it's not cheap enough or cheaper, they'll sue you. What the? So, that's my sad story for an April 1st. And it's snowing. It doesn't look like any of the snow's sticking except to the grass. Roads are pretty clear. So I'm sure tomorrow I'll wake up with several inches of snow on the ground. They say we're supposed to get, out of this, we're supposed to get maybe 1 to 2 inches of visible snow. I don't see anything sticking yet. I see it on the trees. The trees are all white, but the bridge out there is still tar, so I don't know. I think it's a wet rain. Yeah, that's what I don't know. I gotta do something about my phone. Um, but then if I do anything, being that it's going through my dad, I don't know. I gotta get off that train too. I gotta get a phone and get it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Could be I might go several months without a phone so I can convince somebody to do something, because I don't want this phone anymore. I've had it for 5 years and it's old. Very old. Broken. I need to replace it. It's the convincing part that I've got to do. That's the hard thing. I gotta call my dad in Kansas and talk to him. He'll say no. I'll talk to my mom, and I won't say where she lives, but she'll say no. Uh, Now I'm hearing sirens. So I don't know. I'll work on that, but mainly the first thing I gotta do is get somebody over here, or get somebody online. I don't know who yet. I don't know. I've got to do something about this because I got the Windows 11 set up on the computer in the bedroom. I got that up and running yesterday. And then Bob said I got stupid. I said, then you tried to hook it up to the network, didn't you? Well, yeah, I turned on network discovery. And I said, well, that's your first mistake. You shouldn't have done that. Turn on network discovery after you do this, and this first. Then you go back and turn. It's like, that's not what I did. It's like, it's no wonder it's not working. You did it wrong. But for him to fix it, it's going to cost me 65. Maybe, he said maybe 70. He said maybe $70 per computer. Depends on how stupid you got. He looked at this one this morning and said, nah, Rick, this ain't going to work. You did something wrong. And if you don't have 300 some bucks, I ain't going to fix it. He's going to fix, he's not going to fix something that I went stupid on. He said, you got stupid at doing all this, so he's going to purposely overcharge me. Going to charge me $300 some for being stupid. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but that is my story for today. Yeah, network issues. Not fun. That's something I like dealing with, but I am dealing with it. So I don't know. Just gonna I was gonna tell you guys the temperature, but if I close minus all this stuff, it's gonna screw up on me, so I don't think I'll do that. Why is that saying OBS when that's the internet? Really? Oh, come on. Where are we here? 35 degrees and snowing. Yeah, I know. You guys heard me. 35 degrees and snowing. There's something wrong there. Supposed to be 30 degrees and snowing, but it's 35 degrees. That's why I'm saying it's a wet snow. It looks like it's a wet snow. So it's not really snow. It's kind of white rain is what I call it. That's what it is white rain. Yeah, that's all it is. I can tell just by looking at it, and the road is just getting wetter and wetter. It's a white rain. So, well, guys, I think I've talked long enough. Probably longer than I should have, so I'm going to let all of you go. And as far as my network here, I don't know how it's going to get fixed. If I can't find somebody online, then I guess I'll have to have Bob come over here just pay the $300 some. That I'll have to talk to my dad about because I don't think that'll work. So that's why I told him you can't. I can't pay you. He said, well, I guess you'll never get it fixed, but then will you? Ha 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 ha. And he walked out the door. Like, you asshole. I don't know where I'm going to go on this. I know I need to do something because the 16 terabytes is just sitting over there running with nothing on it. So I think I'm just going to probably unplug it, and when I can get the proper help without overcharging me, maybe I can get it going again someday, but I don't know. Like Bob said, I took a left instead of a right. I don't know where that was. He doesn't know where it was, so he wasn't going to waste his time trying to find it. So, yeah, 54 degrees. Yeah. You guys down south are all warmer than us. We're going to be like this probably till, well, we're going to be like this all the way through the rest of the week. All the way till Friday, Saturday. I don't know. It might warm up next week, but kind of doubtful. So, on that sad note, guys, I'm going to let you go. I hope you all have a great Tuesday. Hope nobody's playing really bad, nasty April Fool's jokes on you. And if they do, I hope it's. You know. Well, with that, guys, I'm going to let you go. Hope you all have a good one, and see you later. Bye for now. Now, as far as shutting this all down, what is the project? All right, guys, see you later.